Hi, I am another person on the internet, as you may or may not know, and today I'll be talking about rejection. I'm very comfortable with rejection, actually. I am a lover girl, as you might see from a video I'm pretty sure I'm gonna unlist soon about talking about crushes. But in the case I do unlist it, then I have had over 20 crushes in my life. I just find people so appealing, and something always draws me in. Of course, when I'm in a relationship, I am 100%, 135% loyal to that person, and I make everything clear beforehand about me, about how my mind works, and what happens. But recently, I have been I'm looking at my dog. Recently, I've been dumped, which I don't feel too bad about. I knew it wasn't going to work out. And one thing that he kept saying after we broke up and he was asking for me back, he was like, "You keep rejecting me." And I believe after the first time, of course, it should just be hard stop. But if you're not getting the hint, the answer after the second, third, fourth, going on fifth time of being rejected, then that's on you and that's not on the other person. I too have been in that spot. My dog is eating cough drops. Hi, girl. She has stopped eating cough drops. But her breath is now like super minty, and that's like so weird. Anyways, I've also been through that experience. Of course, I was younger, and I just didn't know better. But because I've been rejected so many times, I've probably been rejected over like 500 times. Or if I had 500 times. And hey, that's fine. And it just made me think about, why couldn't I move on from my crush when they had previously rejected me? Like, why would I be tempted to go back? And in some cases, why did I go back, knowing that nothing would change between us, even if I had confessed my feelings again? I think a part of me thought that if I waited long enough, and if I did the right things, made the right moves, planted little bits and pieces in their mind of why we would be good together, then I would be accepted. But that shouldn't be how it works. If a person accepts you, they simply do. They accept you for all that you are, and they're okay. They don't expect anything more from you, unless you're being like mean, you're being a bad person. But they don't expect anything more from you than to just be yourself. I don't think, but I know that wasn't necessarily the case for me. At least when it comes to my ex. I, at one point, accepted him as he was, but then it clicked to me, even before it ended, it clicked to me that who he was and who I am didn't align with each other. And feeling that you hear trash cans because it was trash day today and everyone's getting their trash cans back. It sounds like thunder. It's not thunder. dang, actually, who's dragging that trash can? They're doing it all around the block. Anyways, I knew that we weren't compatible with each other, and in the way that I was growing, and the way that he wasn't, it wouldn't have worked. So honestly, when he left me, when he broke up with me, I was relieved, and I admit that I was 100% in the wrong for that. But he was also 100% in the wrong for trying to be back with me. Even after I told him explicitly we would not work together, we are not compatible with each other, and we have not changed enough to meet each other's standards, he kept continuing. He was like, well, you say all that, and then you say that you want to see me. And in my head, it'd be like, yeah, I want to see you because it was like 3 days ago, you know? But I honestly just wanted to be back with him because he was familiar. I already established that closeness with him. And I am sure that outside of the relationship, he is truly a great person. I have nothing bad I want to say about him, at least not on here to you, whoever's watching. Oh my gosh, I'll see hear my stomach growling because I'm hungry. Well, actually, stomachs growl because it's digesting food, and like most of the time it takes, now you see her, it takes like a day for everything to fully digest within your system. So then that's why you hear growling around the same time that you eat the next day, because everything has been digested. So, yeah. And if I'm wrong, hey, let me know down below. This is Willow, by the way. I don't know if I said her name, because I made a video very shortly before this, and I was like, oh, I'm looking at my dog, but I don't know if I ever said her name explicitly in that video. Okay, tangent over about digestion and dogs, but we're also not eating dogs, okay? 2026, we are not going to eat our dogs. And I'm talking about both the animal and the things attached to your feet. Gosh, what else? I don't know. Right, rejection. Back to the rejection of people. I was okay with sticking around because of that. And a large part of me wanted to accept him because of that. But in the long run, I know that accepting him would have been wrong to do. And I am glad that I didn't do it. Sorry. I can see her about to crash out because of the trash can. So I'm trying to calm her down right now. Yeah. And I'm glad that the people who have rejected me did reject me, because I don't know who I'd be if I had, or if they had said yes. I don't know if I would be overly cocky. I don't know if I would have been, actually, I feel like if a person's not able to handle rejection, it says a lot about them. And also how they go about handling that rejection. Like, do you truly accept it? Are you tolerant of it? Does it happen and you can't let go to the fact that it happened? I don't know. You tell me. But it's been like so easy just being like, oh, okay, you know, and taking it as it is. And if they offer something else as an alternative, that's also great, because obviously you like them because they're a great person. And if you want them in your life, then have them, obviously. But it should never be in a malicious way. It should never be with the intent of either making them regret rejecting you or trying to convince them that you are worthy. You don't have to convince anyone of that. You simply are. But it shouldn't be to trap them into being like, oh, now we did this, and this. So that means we should be absolutely perfect together. That's not how it works. And it works differently for everyone, but I know in ways like that, it's not worked for me. It's not worked for the people around me. If I watch YouTube videos about this type of thing, it doesn't work for them. I'm just saying, pick and choose your battles and where you want to apply that tactic. Besides that, I don't think I've been rejected from like too many other things. I remember freshman year back in 2021, first full in-person year since COVID had started. Y'all saw that, right? Almost like my face. I had signed up for Clue, the play, and I don't know what I applied for, but I didn't get it. I got ensemble, and I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I mean, I was like upset about it because I thought I had done really well in my audition, but I wasn't upset over the fact that I got rejected. Also, with that opportunity being given to me to be in the ensemble, I didn't want it, so I didn't take it. And it made way for something so much better for me to focus on other after-school activities that I don't regret being a part of, like Students for Social Justice and Student Council, and I was able to focus on choir and doing all my schoolwork. I just had time, and I actually like hang out with my dog at the time. Not that one, a different one. But yeah, I was able to do so much because I didn't involve myself in that. And then when I watched it, because I still love theater no matter if I'm in it or out of it, when I watched it, I was just amazed. And I sat there and I was by myself and I was just like, wow. Oh, it also made me have room for improv, which I ended up becoming improv president I became improv president during my junior year, maybe senior year, and that made me feel, I think it was senior year, that made me feel great. But it's because I established that beforehand, because I made time for it beforehand. Some people say rejection is divine protection, and I think that's true to an extent, but I think that being rejected for one thing opens up the pathways for so many more to come in and fill the spot that the rejection made. Yeah, and I felt fulfilled doing everything that I did at that point. And I know I'm on the precipice of being fulfilled once again. I get fulfilled. I get fulfilled pretty easily. It doesn't take much. And I'm so proud of how much work I've been able to do over the past, 6 months? In order to get to where I am right now. It makes me feel great. And I don't think with anything that I've done, I've gotten rejected. So my head's inflating just a tad bit. But I just applied for Planned Parenthood positions that I may not be the most qualified for, but that's not the point, right? I still am just yeah, I'm grateful for where I am right now. I'm grateful for all the rejections that got me to this point, and my rejections, especially with people, because I don't know, like, all the people that rejected me, I don't hold on to that. But I still hold on to them because they were, of course, an important person at one point, even if it was for like 2 weeks. I hold on to just like a tiny bit of them, and I am grateful for them for the rejection, so I can be where I am right now. And I hope that if he's watching this, my ex, that he would be grateful for my rejection too. Oh my gosh. No, I shouldn't think that. I was gonna say, what if you guys think I'm weird for breaking him up so often? Sorry, this just happened. I'm not really sorry. That was said sarcastically in order to prove a point, but it's been so long. Like, since I could fully express myself in this way. But yeah, I hope that he's grateful for that rejection. And with all the rejections that come, I hope for all the acceptance that is waiting for me to be worth it. I can't wait to experience it, cherish it, and hold it in me forever. Because that's what happens when you get accepted. You hold it in you forever. Even if it's a part that you think you've forgotten, someone just brings up a slight mention of it, and then bam, you're right back. Like, I swear, this might be my last thing before I end the video, but I was hanging out with one of my dorm mates, and as I was driving back, as I was driving to the place we're getting lunch, I was listening to Legally Blonde, the musical soundtrack, and I was just listening to Take It Like a Man, my personal favorite of the whole entire thing. It's my favorite. But I was listening to it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that was during my sophomore year, and I was several background characters. But because I was several background characters, I eventually moved up to a supporting role, and then I moved up, not even supporting. I moved up to lead, and then I moved up to yet another lead, but I was also a supporting role at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And then that created opportunity for me to become, like, what? Not so humble brag, but president of ITS, which is International Thespian Society, for those who don't know. And now I'm a part of that troupe forever, and I'm so happy to be in it. Yeah, I love theater so much. Can you tell? Gotta love shopping for guys. I get to see them change right before my eyes. Don't watch me change. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. Whole point is, because I accepted it, I was able to get further. And because of rejection that comes my way, I'm able to sit back and watch what happens from a distance. And that distance is okay, and that distance is good, because with that distance I'm able to see so much more of what is out there for me, instead of me being locked in and focused on one particular thing. Hopefully that came out very clear. Again, sorry for the X factor. Thanks, Elon. Also a joke. Not a fan of Elon Musk. Elon Musk, more like Elon. I'm ending the video. I'm ending the video. Okay. Have a good day, night, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it may be. And you will see me in another video, or next time, or whenever. Bye.